What's good, YouTube? It's of course Leviathan Prophecy, and I'm back at it with another reaction video. This time I'm gonna be reacting to NBA free agency. Obviously, I haven't seen any of the moves, around the NBA. So let's see where everybody went. Did they stay where they're at, or did they go to another team? Let's check it out. If you're new to my channel, please hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get it.
Some players. Blazers trade with the Celtics, get Enes Kanter back in Portland. Three-way deal.
All right, so Enes Kanter acquired by Trailblazers in the three-team deal with the Grizzlies and the Celtics.
In Portland, 2019, when they went to the Western Conference Finals, the draft not involved here. The Heat.
All right, Gordon Godric.
Point guard Goran Dragic signs a 2-year deal.
All right, so Gordon stays on the Heat.
16 points while playing off the bench during the regular season a year ago.
I know De'Aaron Fox signed like a ridiculous 5-year deal with the Kings, so that's pretty good. Yeah, he signed a max, 5 years, $163 million.
Fox will have 5 players to average 25 points on 50% shooting.
Okay.
My guess is Kentucky's Alumni Association is going to reach out to him. According to Adrian Wojnarowski, whoa, you sitting right here.
Gallinari, former New York Knick. He signs with the wow. Yeah, I think the Hawks are probably going to make the playoffs this year. They're probably going to be the 6th or 4th seed if everything goes according to plan. You know what I'm saying? I know they got stuff snubbed last year, but they wasn't ready. But this year I think they're going to be ready. And did Montrezl Harrell stay with the Clippers? I don't know. I'm new to it.
In the league. And then this one just breaking, 6th man of the year. Of course, he's
he went to the Lakers. Wow. Okay. So Harrell went to the damn Lakers. Interesting. Because I believe that, the only free agency I heard was Dwight Howard going to the 76ers. So that's why I think the Lakers had to do this move, because I believe if Dwight Howard would have resigned with the Lakers, Harrell would have probably stayed another 2 years with the Clippers, But yeah, that's pretty exciting. I know Lakers fans must be ecstatic.
Harrell averaged 14.8 points per game last season, which was the 4th most in the league, behind only Giannis, Zion, and Russell Westbrook. There are plenty of other players on the move.
Dwight Howard went to the Sixers. Ronnie Hood, I think he went to the Blazers. Jordan Clarkson went to the Jazz. Mason Plumlee went to the Pistons. Derek Favors went to the Nets. And Joe Harris resigned with the Nets. Jazz and then the Nets. Okay. Not bad. Because you have to understand the NBA draft, the NBA free agency is 13 weeks. It's 13 days. Just like how you play 2K, and you do the off season, it's basically the same thing. This is just basically day one, so
1-year deal for the Sixers.
It's gonna be a lot of moving.
Mason Plumlee headed to the Pistons, 3-year deal. Derek Favors, he's going back to Utah.
Okay.
Some players staying put. Jordan Clarkson, Mizzou, agreed to a 4-year deal worth $52 million.
Okay, so Jordan's going to stay with the Jazz.
Rodney Hood staying put in Portland.
Okay, Rodney Hood is staying with Portland.
Is back with the Nets, and he's hooked up on his contract for 4 years.
Wow.
All right, Woj is here, scheduled for 3 minutes and 45 seconds, which would be the longest you've stayed off your phone in how long? Like 4 days?
Yeah, about that.
We'll see if that holds. Let's start with Danilo Gallinari finalizing his agreement with the Hawks, okay? Does that impact, or how does it, with where Gordon Hayward's going to land?
Well, it's certainly a team off the board for Gordon Hayward. They did have interest in him.
I really wanted Gallinari to go back to the Knicks, man. I think we did him so dirty when he has time there. I guess that's why he don't want to necessarily go back, I don't blame him,
and trying to improve themselves. Detroit has made a series of
But,
moves.
you know, the Hawks made a very good move. You know, now you got Trey plus,
I mean, they have all those
you know,
but they
Gallinari who
don't
can
have them all
stretch the
here in the next
floor.
day and a half. Free agency tonight, because we got all these things came in the last 3 hours. How busy is it? Where's the buzz tonight?
Well, you're seeing a lot of deals. This is a depressed marketplace. You've got ownership and you don't have fans. You're seeing, I think, a lot of agents taking offers that are there on the table, but you're seeing a great premium on shooting. Joe Harris, 4 years, $75 million to return with Kyrie, KD. Davis Bertans in Washington, solidifying his role next to Bradley Beal. 5 years, $80 million. And obviously Gallinari, 60 million. There's a premium on shooting right now.
Game.
Those players.
See folks getting picked here and here. Is there anybody, is there an
King.
agenda piece? Is there a
What are you
domino
doing?
here they're waiting for fall that might change a bunch of stuff?
Can I tell you what,
So the
CB?
press market doesn't sound like maybe there's that guy, but what do we see?
Yeah, this is not
You need to go now,
really
now.
a free
You
agency.
gonna go now, now. You got school tomorrow.
Changing teams. Christian Wood going to Houston just reported.
Yeah, you got school tomorrow.
From Chicago or from Detroit, excuse me.
No, you don't got no school tomorrow.
To the Lakers, 2 years, $19 million. So he goes from the Clippers to the Lakers when Dwight Howard left for
Thank you.
Philly, and now Anthony Davis with the Lakers, who's going to take some time deciding the kind of deal he's going to do, the length of the deal. He can do a 2+1 that would align him with LeBron James contractually. You know, he may not decide until at least after Thanksgiving.
So AD's certainly out there. That's the one everybody is watching, although they don't expect him really.
He's not going anywhere.
And then real quick, with the Nets, because the James Harden thing's floating out there, I don't know that necessarily they've talked about it, but everybody else has, as they do things. We watch, you mentioned Joe Harris gets signed. Landry Shamet gets traded for. Do we know that they're stockpiling other pieces, or is this just like, no, these are guys on our team?
Yeah, they talked early, over a week ago with Houston. Not very substantive talks. Houston's not showing a desire right now to really want to move quickly on James Harden. Joe Harris was the
Like I said, man, I just think that signing James Harden is going to be a bad move just because James Harden doesn't play defense. No, James Harden plays defense here and there. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to completely bail out on you when he's playing defense. But, I mean, the Nets are just trying to find a lot of scores. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to find a lot of wings, a lot of big men, a lot of two guards that can shoot, you know? Kind of like how Golden State Warriors was when they had Draymond, Clay, and Curry, and Iguodala, you know what I'm saying, knockdown shooters, you know. And not being in that triangle offense or that, you know, hero ball, you know. So I think that's what the Nets are trying to do, you know. But I mean, having Kyrie and James Harden and I mean, I don't know.
priority for Sean Marks in Brooklyn. He gets that $75 million.
I mean, to me, I think James Harden is gonna stay put in the Rockets. I think he's gonna stay because obviously it just doesn't make no sense. You know, the Rockets are just gonna build around him. You know, you can't really build around him now because he's getting up there in age. But you know, if you could get some young assets for him, trades, deals, whatever, draft picks, you know, whatever trades. I said trades, players. Then by all means, you know what I'm saying. James Harden is going. I mean, James Harden is going into the tail of his career. You know, so.
$1 million deal. They bring Landry Shamet in, and we'll see. There's still more moves to be made in Brooklyn, but they're focused now on just having those complimentary guys around KD. And
I mean, James Harden wouldn't hurt. You know, I think James Harden would have give him. I think James Harden would have give the Brooklyn Nets more, firepower. You know, but it's just the defensive side of James Harden's games that's just lackluster. And I don't think KD is going to stand for it. I don't think Kyrie is not going to stand for it. Kyrie don't even want him on the team. KD says yes, Kyrie says no. So, I mean,
Kyrie and Harris was at the top of the list to keep him.
Really, because they get their big free agent addition from last year, this year, when Kevin Durant
And the big
comes
player's
back.
still out there, Gordon Hayward. He's still talking. He's an unrestricted free agent. He's somebody who can certainly move the needle around the league when he makes his decision.
That's Woj here in this Sports Center. Obviously, we'll get him his own ESPN network, and you can watch him days and days and days until the season starts. Thanks, Woj.
Thanks, John.
all right. That's about it. Not really nothing much, you know. Nothing to really, focus on. So yeah, that'll be it, I guess. Yeah, so that'll be it. Like, comment, subscribe. If your team was in it, then good. If it's not, if your team wasn't, then it is what it is. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.